Long. Long! Let's go! We played this. Is it gonna be Slender the Arrival? Another game that recently came out and we played so recent.
Here we go!
Lights. Camera. Shipyum. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Hello everybody and welcome back to another spooky watch along. We're watching a viewer recommendation. A recommendation coming directly from the top. One of my wonderful, wonderful editors, Cannibal! Cannibal recommended me one of their favorite creators and actually sent me a horror-related video. So I knew what to do, chat. I love spooky videos. I love learning about new creators that I think are very, very small, and then I Google them and find out they actually have over 1 million subscribers. So this is the first time ever of me watching any kind of video by this creator. I hope I pronounced their name right. Caddicarus. Caddilag. There is a whole long 1 hour video for me to get through of scary YouTube horror games. Are you guys excited? I got told that most of these I have played before too. So I want to see if the review is accurate. Hold on to your tea and crumpets. Let's get spooky. This is the cutest intro ever! What the heck? Oh, it does start like a scary, spooky ghost video. Hello?
Hello.
Ah! The British are real!
Hello.
Ah!
Hello.
Oh shit, the editing is so good! What the heck?
Excuse me, sir. I've dropped myself in this forest. Can you help me find me?
Hello? No?
Sorry I've been gone a while, everyone.
I love green screen editing. I love green screen editing. I love green screen editing!
Doctor told me that I couldn't survive. But that doesn't matter because right now it's Halloween. And I'm really excited, can't you tell?
Who is editing his videos? Because these are golden. This is from 1 year ago, by the way, so it's been Halloween for 1 solid year.
It does mean, though, that I need to decorate a little bit to get in the mood. And I also need a really scary costume.
Okay, my prediction is
got it.
5 guys in.
America. I eat candy in my diaper and I drive a Chevrolet.
Okay, it's funny knowing that he's British. Because that's how we talk about America.
Scary now.
Real.
Today, I wanted to
He
talk
does it
about horror
himself?
games.
Editing is fire!
Obviously. But specifically, a subcategory of them that
This will be
I
American
find
for Halloween.
fascinating. Viral horror games.
I mean, yeah, you can distinguish any game as viral in multiple ways. It could be viral in the sense of everybody talking about it back when it came out, like the original Resident Evil.
I miss game review magazines. That's all. Thank you for letting me be a boomer for a second.
It could be viral in the sense of it being about a virus, like the original Resident Evil. Or it could be viral in the sense of it spreading everywhere and killing everyone in its wake, like that copy of Madagascar on the GameCube that I filled with arsenic. At the advent of internet video becoming mainstream, though, games started going viral in a different way.
Oh,
No
you
longer did you
your
need to
face!
spend all of your money on something everybody was talking about to see what the hype was. Now you could go to YouTube and watch a strange, hairy virgin scream at a little girl in First Encounter Assault Recon.
That's my reaction, thank you. He has a behind the scenes video and there's a local studio with a professional green screen he
The
can
first
use.
experience
That's so
of Doom
nice!
3 wasn't from playing it. It was
Doom.
from watching people go
I do not like that sound.
on YouTube. You know, just like that viral
Mike
webcomic
Peak.
about that ghost woman looking for her baby with that terrifying jump scare ending.
Oh? What? I've never seen this before. What?
And I wanted to spend a few minutes today trying to figure out why in around 2010 to 2014 a few specific horror games blew up on YouTube like never before, and why there hasn't been a resurgence quite like it since. The horror
That's
games
the
that
time
went
of
viral
games
on
we play
classic
video
YouTube
games in.
before every other indie dev tried to replicate the success of them after 2014. It peaked here for some reason, and I want to find out
Oh,
why.
sheep,
because
not
I deserve
Aoni.
it.
Speaking of that, I'm afraid I do need to get serious for a second, because I need to talk to you all about something, briefly, very near and dear to my
Hoyo
heart.
game
For
ad,
this
Hoyo
video,
game
I'm
ad,
working
Hoyo
with
game
a
ad.
charity who are dedicated to finding out if MatPat ever responded to the Hello Neighbor Twitter account.
What MatPat is the? That's just a theory, right?
Foundation to give. The begging has to stop, and we have to work together to make that happen for all of the poor indie games out there in Africa.
my
I mean,
God.
on Twitter. Please call 071 and give what you can today.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So as a heads up, there'll be no Poppy playtime, no basic bold man.
No! That is so sad, so tragic. Can we get like 5 gifts? I love Baldi's basics. We've played this on stream so many times.
No layers of cake. No doki dokamal, gotta catch 'em all. I am looking at games that probably owe all of their viral popularity solely because of online videos that were made during this specific time period.
2010 to 2014 is whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, this game came out recently. I'm watching this anime that released recently. Because for some reason, I stopped looking at time after 2014.
So come with me on a trip down memory lane as we
Fashion
rediscover the
theory?
viral horror games of classic YouTube.
Okay, I'm down for fashion theory.
It's Momo, and I'm so
Okay, hold on. Chat, you missed beautiful Momo, because I was annoyed.
tired because I hate Momo Mondays.
Bloody.
When the Momo meme was surfacing in the internet, I was very scared of it. Now it's kind of funny that I was so afraid of it, but back then, chat, just know that I cried the first time I saw it because I thought it was real.
I wish I could forget
I
that.
was an adult.
If only I had
All 4 colors collected with the theories.
Alzheimer's. Wait, no, that's not what.
Amnesia the Dark Descent is a first-person survival
Let's
horror stealth
go!
puzzle large Big Mac meal with carrot sticks that came out in 2010. Straight away, the game
love
lives up
this
to its
game so
namesake
much. We
because the
played it
main
so
character
many
doesn't remember
times.
what his own name is.
What have I done? Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten.
So in that case, my name is Rethetheth. And let me tell you, this game is scary. And if you don't like strawberry jam, windy doors, and men that can't walk straight, this will be too much for you. That's what you're doing for most of the start of the game, honestly. Following spilled ice cream, avoiding doors blowing off everywhere and falling over, and you begin to wonder what the big deal with Amnesia is. The game and the disorder, because, I mean, you only forget a few little things like your shopping list or your wife. But don't worry, because...
Dang, cha! I could never forget about you. Amnesia was so good. This was one of the games I had bought and on my shelf forever and never played because I was like, I'm gonna play this one day when I become a streamer. And then we played it like 3 times in a row and I would play it again.
There's a very nice old fruitcake telling you all the backstory you need as you go through the game and your memories start coming back to you.
What did you call it? The inner sanctum.
And considering everything else you'll see in this
Beef.
castle,
No,
he
bacon.
really is the nicest man in the world that only wants to help you.
But like I always say about the nicest people, do you know what an anagram of nicest is? Incest. So
Can we say that on stream? Hold on, the British government is banning me. This is now requiring age verification.
You find out why. There's skulls in the cupboard, there's an electric hole, there's an invisible monster chasing you in the water, there's a dead body trampoline, there's a single beautiful bunch of flowers growing
Anagram
in the
of
middle of the
niceness is
torture chamber.
Twitch?
The castle is growing skin, there's a
But
baby
just go
throwing
back
up
to
into the
school.
bumhole of a man. Speaking of bumholes, that's what's chasing you in this game. Walking, grunting bumholes. They waddle around looking for you in the darkest depths of the castle, forever wondering how different things would be if they didn't go for that lockjaw surgery.
How many people
obviously
see
you
so
don't
many
want to be
monsters in
face-to-face
this
with
game?
these
I saw
mangy
like
old flats
one.
because they look a little intimidating and they'll kill you. That's another less important thing. But for some reason,
Beard.
he can pick up everything around him and lob it around like an Australian, but it doesn't matter if you can lift a rock or a sack or a book. It won't make a dent on anything around you aside from the environment for some really cool and clever puzzles. In its rawest form, this is a stealth game. The only way out of a sticky spot is to run or hide. And hiding won't save you forever because in all of the best hiding places, even the shirts are dead. You run, you hide, you pray they don't spot
Look
you.
at all that
And even
dumpy!
better,
Sorry,
while
I'm
hoping
normal.
they don't spot you, you can't even look at the monster for too long, lest Daniel-san wets himself and starts losing his sanity. Essentially, Amnesia is a big smelly puss simulator. I know violence isn't always the answer, but he's clearly okay with cutting off limbs in his memories and even drilling holes into heads in the present day, so cut this beta shit out. If you can pick up moldy bread, you can hit these things with something. One thing you don't want to throw anything at, though,
Moldy
is this
bread!
nice young man.
This is a British simulator. That bread was harvested directly from under my bed specific. Actually, wait, chat, hold on. Did I tell you guys this? So, you know how I have that beautiful magazine rack to keep my bed bread and snacks and water in now? Because I dropped one of my bedbread bags behind the bed. And a couple of days ago, I thought I heard another haunting noise from my haunted house attic that has since been sealed off. But it was just one really loud bang sound. I was wondering what it was, and I wasn't sure. So I crawled under my bed and I was like, dude, it smells rancid down here. What happened? I pulled out all of my garbage from under the bed that I keep there so monsters don't fit under it. Don't think about it too hard, Ted. If there's enough garbage under there, nobody's hiding under your bed. And I pull out this bag inside a bag of moldy bread. And it was the moldy bread. The bag of moldy bread had exploded from the mold. Don't become a VTuber, chat. The brain damage is immeasurable. I wasn't eating it anymore. Aren't you guys proud I didn't pick it up and immediately put it in my mouth?
Gripper.
More like
Delectable.
a grip of my nads.
You should find everything you need in the laboratory.
Another important thing, light. See, if you don't have enough
going
oil
on?
in your lantern,
Editing
or
is
don't
so
have any
fire.
tinder boxes that you
Wow.
find scattered
Just
all over
in
the
time
place to
for
light
spooky
torches, lamps,
season,
and candles, you
zombified
are
bread.
stuck in the dark,
Zombie
which also
bread.
ups the difficulty in a different way, by making you start hallucinating.
Up the gamma 24/7. Need to get you a huge plastic tub that can slide under your bed for you to store your bread in. I love that chat knows how much bread I actually consume. Good.
Just
I love bread.
cockroaches on the screen and on the floor, and
Ooh.
yeah, whatever, I'll have cockroaches on my face, no sweat. At school, they used to call me Jim Roach. But then it starts getting way more obstructive, like making you hear noises and voices from all angles around you to make you try and hide from something that isn't there. Navigation gets trickier, and then you have to consider the light. You need light to stay sane, but then too much light not only drains your limited resources, but also makes you way easier to spot to the monsters. So you've got to balance light, hiding in the darkness, sanity, and not looking too long at the enemies, while trying to figure out where you're going, while trying to find hidden items, while trying to solve puzzles, while trying to be quick so that you conserve your life, but not too quick so that the sprinting alerts the enemies, while the deathly bellowing music screeches at you while you're being chased. And when all of the pieces
This
fit together
section
at
is
the
so
right time of night
difficult.
with the right
The
pair of
fog
headphones,
part
it's
is
enough
so
to make
hard.
you... By the way, if light is so vital to my survival,
Look,
why
you
can't I
found
just pick
that!
up candles? I'm more than okay rubbing against them, and that's fine. But leaving them here seems really stupid. You're not Daniel, you're Dumniel. But don't panic, everyone. It's okay.
Wait, the character has a face?
I've got a dead
I'm
rabbit.
putting some plastic tubs on my wishlist, chat.
In Amnesia, you'll be going everywhere. The library, the machine room, the prison, the sewers, the Morge Simpson. And like I've said already, there are puzzles too, which I not only really enjoyed figuring out, but also make a great
wrong woman.
bookend to the running and hiding and item finding you'll usually do beforehand. And I love it when my flow is even and stable. It's never as simple as just brute forcing your way through areas and avoiding getting caught. You have to be careful, otherwise... Oh no! Oh, what is that? What is that? Don't come near me, you munter! I've got a chair!
Oh, and it's gone.
That's what I thought. Oh no, it's the
Think
boy!
that's over,
Don't come any
Zach.
closer. I'm warning you, I
Whoa.
have an apple! Alright, fine, we'll get McDonald's. Ah, get away from me, you minge! Get away! Go! Bug off! I
No!
don't
Put some
like
pants
this.
on him.
Oh, don't worry, everybody. It isn't real. I already did it earlier.
Amnesia may be 13 years old now,
Oh
but
my
it has held
God.
up super well. Everything it does complements each other and blends into a gourmet sorbet, and I can totally see why at the time it
Is that
went
how you
viral,
pronounce
and
it?
why for my YouTube feed back in the day, it kickstarted a new
one of
dawn
those words
horror
like
game
quail
playthroughs.
with.
It also has raw meat, but Agrippa doesn't need that.
Well, that was the start of the video, wasn't it? But to spoil the rest of it for a second, every other game I'm going to look at for this video will also be in first person, just like Amnesia. I think its influence had a chokehold on indie horror games for a good chunk of time. But surely, there was another viral horror game that wasn't in first person, right? Well, I don't know. Let's consult the... board.
Waluigi boy!
Hey, spirits. Is there
On
another
your own?
viral horror game that isn't in first person? Yes.
And that game was Yume Nikki, another viral sensation that was actually made
Wait,
in
I've never played this
2004, but I didn't
before.
see it get much attention until the same time around Amnesia came out. It's a top-down RPG maker game about a girl who
Oh, this
doesn't
is
want to go outside and
cute.
touch grass, so decides to stay in and play Fortnite. Oh man!
And now she's a VTuber.
Have
Both has
it off.
silent tears. Oh! Wait, so it's not pronounced sorbet.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, I just laid my monthly sponsorship egg. I wonder what's inside.
Are these jokes allowed? Oh god. Oh Oh god.
Oh. It's empty.
Hello!
Oh jeez.
And the last time I shouted at you with blood all over me,
It was when I was birthed by Caddy's stomach while talking about Genshin Impact.
I predicted Hoyo gave sponsor, but not like this! Anyway, thank you, Hoyo, for sponsoring me and other wonderful creators. We love you. This was an ad inside the video we're watching, and we're gonna watch it anyway because I love Honkai Star Rail. Play Honkai Star Rail today. Not sponsored today, but I wish I was
Oh,
too.
the makers of that game are back with a space fantasy RPG called Honkai Star Rail.
Welcome
Honkai is
in.
what happens when I look too close inside a vacuum cleaner. And it's also
loading
a
screen.
free-to-play turn-based space
Real
adventure
true.
where you explore different worlds in a semi-open universe as a trail.
I didn't know
puzzles
Gui had
unravel
a
many
had a
in the luscious
subscription going.
animations and
I bet
play
Hoya
like
loved
a
this being their
baby.
sponsor segment. They actually have to approve this whenever we have a mid-roll ad in a video like that. If it is a sponsorship with a code and like a one-off thing and I get paid for it like that, they have to approve it. You have to send it in beforehand. Someone in the creator program saw that and was like, yep, we're doing that.
The game
To
got 80
occasionally-
million downloads in the first 6 months, which is at least more than 9 a day. The game is available now. Experience the
Hoyo
version
approved.
1.4 update where
bet
you'll
they had a
find
good
2
laugh.
new maps
For
in
real
the
though,
planet
this is so
Bellabog
good.
and witness the comeback of Seal, my favorite. Seal. Not to mention
This video is a year old, so I will forgive it. There's so many more cute girls since then. But damn.
your Topaz the Fire Huntress with her
This
pet
was crazy
Nummy,
long
which is
ago.
exactly like my hand after I've slept on it. Use the link in the description below to get 50 Stellar Jades. Because why just have 1 Stellar Jade when you can have 50?
That's almost a third of a poll.
It's cold out here. I want to go back in the egg. Where's my mum chicken? I'm not sure, Spods. Maybe she'll be in Nikki.
But Caddicarus gave birth. He's the mother.
Let's find out.
In this game, you go to bed and end up in your own dream world where you have to collect random objects hidden behind every dream door and then equip
Oh,
them to use a
damn.
toilet. There's no real goal, rhyme, or reason to what's going on or why things happen the way they do. It's more of a trippy sightseeing
Booba.
tour that you need to find the entrances to. And I know that doesn't sound too interesting, but let
Oh,
me tell you, the sights
cute.
that you see can get a little bit...
Beautiful! I love modern art. I love what pixel artists are able to do, right? How'd you come to play Star Rail? A kid from Bloody Egg told me about it. There's a littler version!
You wouldn't think they would get as much mileage as they do with the pixel art graphics, but trust me, they do. Some of the things you encounter and the backgrounds you find are some of the most
Whoa.
twisted, freakish things I've ever seen in a game. It can be slow and a little boring to explore the empty spaces, solve the mazes, and find these things, believe me, I know. But I would say it's worth sticking through to see what might happen next. Oh no, I'm in a cavity. How do I get out of this warm situation? Are you telling me I can walk through a cavity as a Flintstone? Are you telling me I can walk through a cavity as a severed head? Are you telling me I can walk through a cavity as a lamp? Yes, you can. It's your life, kid. Stay in bed, skip school, wear sandals, eat a crisp. Go nuts. This is where the horror, if you want to call it that, comes in with Yume Nikki. It's not about tension or danger or scary punishments for not being God. It's entirely down to its thick, dripping, sloppy atmosphere and how far you're willing to push yourself into uncomfortable territory to see something deformed and frightening. Like walking into a Walmart. And the music in
Was that a
particular does
Silent
its
Hill
part way
monster?
too well, despite it
Silent Hill
surprisingly
mansion!
funky and jazzy, and yet somehow it works
Whoa.
so well. Every track in this game slaps. Just listen to this. Then you're suddenly running away from a chicken woman. Then you're suddenly lost in Lamps
That's my
Direct.
mother!
Then you're suddenly following my cousin Leg. Then you're suddenly forcing these ugly bellends to cough up blood. Hey Marky, why did you and your girlfriend split up? Because she wouldn't give me head. You want my advice though? Get the bicycle as soon as humanly possible. I don't remember where I got it from. You figure it out. But it makes getting around some of the more empty and open areas much less of a chore. Plus, you don't need to listen to the lady's footsteps ruining the mood. Nah,
This is so
using the
cute!
bike
What are you
makes it all
talking
10 times
about?
better.
I love her feet sounds. Can I get a feet spam in chat?
I have a kniff. Wouldn't it be funny if I went up to one of
I
these
cannot.
things and stabbed it? Wouldn't that be so effed up? Okay, I didn't expect that to happen. I was joking. I only thought you could— Oh my god, it's another human! Hello, dream friend. You have a lovely room here, and I just so happen to be taking everything that doesn't belong to me, so I hope
That's
you don't
so
mind if I
beautiful.
mooch around and—
Thief Simulator. Oh god! It's
Ah.
Momo again!
What are you? What is you? What is it? What? Oh Christ, I can't get out now. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I could stab him with the knife. I'll teach him. Oh. You may nick as one of the most unique experiences I've ever had. Not an absolute
is a
favorite
fever
of mine.
dream
I
of a
personally can't
game.
be okay with the amount of times you have to wonk yourself left and right through laughably thin diagonal passages in a game with only 4 direction buttons, but I can definitely see the cult appeal it's garnered. It might have been viral for only a blip, and yes, it's not the kind of game you play if you want to go... But you know what? It's an...
Why are you naked? Why are you naked?
unforgettable ride.
I had
It
dreams
was
like,
made by one
really?
guy.
My dreams are like, my cat has really long legs for some reason, or he's hovering like that rave cat. I need to get out more and have more experiences for my brain.
And it's free on Steam. What else do you want it to do? If you wanted it to do anything else, I'm sure it could warm
Must
up
be
your
new around
Halloween
here.
ham.
Rockabye baby.
That's what Tia.
Treetop.
Why are you naked in my house? Why aren't you?
Storm is like, I'm tired of doing the laundry and I'm no longer wearing those clothes. This is crazy! I just subbed to Caddy. I will on all of my 3 accounts after this. You can't just show my face like that. You can't do that. I just got doxxed. Why does it look like that? It had my ears.
Some baby cradle and everything.
Not the ring camera.
Can you believe it, different race, baby?
Who could
It's
that
very
be at
scary
the
looking.
door?
Hello, Caddy.
Oh,
The face reveal is just so
Look,
cute.
everybody, it's Samuel Locomotive Jackson.
So she's old enough to pay taxes. This is what I imagine when chat is like, Lula's actually only 2 feet tall. There are only short women on the internet. Joke's on you, chat. There's only FBI agents on the internet. You are now an FBI agent. You are supposed to be in America and you're supposed to pay your taxes. That's it.
Just came off the set of the latest Nick Steamy movie to tell you about another scary game all about
Maybe
some
little face
stairs.
cam.
Samuel, that doesn't
She
sound
looks
very
so
scary.
scared. She looks so scared. What the f? Okay, I gotta find out where this is from. I'm gonna buy one of these. We're gonna do a face cam stream with that.
Area at all.
It is
Don't
to
tell
me.
anyone.
I can't get up them.
All right, I'll download it.
Bye. Next up is another viral hit from back in the day, SCP-087.
Oh, I've never played
If
this
I'm not mistaken,
either.
the first ever video game based off of the fictional online wiki series, the SCP Foundation. And that's
Chad sent me there before, but I've never, ever played that game before. The last SCP game we played was like hard. Like I didn't understand the puzzle at all. I'm too dumb for that.
it's all very nice, but where the hell did I put
I've
this
been an
program
FBI
on my
agent
desktop?
this whole time.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I forgot that I keep it next to Funny Stinky Monkey Challenge game. SCP-087, according to the SCP Wiki, is a seemingly endless staircase in pitch blackness in a small building in the middle of nowhere that might have someone or something living in it, and nobody ever comes out once they go down it. Sign me up. A simple premise and an extremely simple execution. You are a poor, unfortunate test subject being sent down the potentially bottomless darkness of SCP-087, and all you can do at the threat of gunpoint behind you is keep walking down and report what's happening, or,
Oh,
if
this is
possible,
cool,
find
though.
out where the bottom is. And look, I know,
In my chat, probably all of them. We played one of their where you also walk down the hallway, but it was more recent and it has like other rooms and puzzles and stuff in between. Don't remember what it's called, but it was another SCP
Stairs
game.
are only scary if you see Prince Andrew walking up them, but don't let the simplistic nature fool you. There is evil in these stairs, and it will mess with you throughout the entire game, throwing hallucinations at you that might be glitches in the game or actual danger, distracting you with sounds of crying and footsteps that aren't your own, and forcing you to keep on trucking forward as the floor numbers get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Damn.
Yeah, alright, I think I'm gonna go back up. Oh, wait a second. Oh dear, I can't. I'm on a Segway, I suppose, then I have no choice but to keep going down.
What?
But you can't stop me from having fun while doing it. Wee! Hang on, maybe I'm not on a Segway. This is a pogo stick. Why do I have the ability to jump this high when there's nothing to jump on? I don't know, gonna get on the railing? Yes! Yes! I can!
What if you
right, now I'm gonna
fall?
slip myself down the center of the stairs and hit the bottom in seconds flat. Oh, wait. I had pie. So over the years, I've heard a few people complain about this game being boring, and I think I get why. It's extremely accurate to the source material, and it's injecting me directly with anxiety like nothing else. But after a while, nothing happens for so long that you start wondering what the point is. A game like this needs a delicate balance, because if you don't have that balance, then that can make the difference between a tan and a hate crime. Come on, I'm in the 50 floors now. I've gone down over 100
That's
sets of stairs, and
crazy.
still nothing is going on.
Oh, I don't know. There's noises though.
You know, I love going
For
downstairs
free.
backwards. The best thing about this game, though, before it even starts, in the settings menu, for some reason in the control screen, there are 3 fire buttons. Why? All you do is walk and look around. I would love
Is
to go
that what
mental with a
they're
clock down
for?
here. I think that would solve all our problems.
Huh?
Then they made another SCP.
Oh, this is so frightening. What the heck? Why does he have so many teeth? And none of them alive. This is a dentist's nightmare. If I was a dentist and that showed up in my office, I'd be like, I quit. I'm out. Why his teeth like that?
087 game, but this time it was in a corridor. Let's be real though, corridors are even less scary than stairs. You aren't going to wake up in the middle of the night and see a corridor creep into your room.
Excuse
I know,
me,
it's very
do you
scary.
have any fish oil tablets?
Oh, what a lovely surprise. Look, everyone.
Thank
it's
you for
my
that, Pat.
uncle,
What? Welcome in.
arthritis.
Don't mind me, I'm not staying long. I just wanted to raise awareness of my condition and show you a game that they made all about people like me.
Ha, isn't charity wonderful? I'm gonna download it right now. I thought you weren't staying long.
I'm trying to
Thanks
leave.
too much,
sorry.
Mountain Dew.
Wait, you weren't even
Slurp.
gonna say goodbye?
Mountain Dew.
Yes, where are my manners?
He crunched like me for real.
A, B, C you later.
Oh!
SCP-173
I
is
hope
a
it landed
sculpture that is completely
softly.
unable to move while another living
Oh, it's
thing
that
keeps eye
peanut
contact
thing!
with it. But if you so much as look away for a millisecond or even blink, it uses those small frames of darkness to move closer and closer to
Ah!
you until it can grab your neck and give you a great massage. 8 out of 10. Service was great, but now I'm dead. This creature is the main
He's scary as sheep! Why does he look like that?
antagonist and subject behind
Actually,
the
I think
exceedingly
we have
popular
played Containment
SCP
Breach.
Containment Breach from 2012, made by the
Yeah.
same person behind the stairwell and the corridor, and it went beyond viral even for the time. The success of it went so far past what the creator expected that they were able to keep updating it for years after it first came out, adding more items to it, more monsters chasing you around, more obstacles to
That's
get
so
around.
cool, I had
and
no
now we're at a point where
idea.
the original first draft of the game that initially went viral is still out there to download. But I want to see more stuff, Daddy. So off I go into the latest available version, and good lording,
let's
Christing,
go!
godding bloody, they have
Nice
added
to meet
so
you,
many
welcome
more
in.
things to it.
Why is his dumpy so flat? He looks like he got censored. Like, you know, in like when they censored a whole body part. This is what it looks like. He was too scrumptious, chat.
Nearly unrecognizable aside from the intro
Way
sequence,
too
the
scrumptious.
main menu, and a couple of rooms that I remember all too well from the early viral YouTube days. The story here is that my name is Bint, and you're a poor old sod being forced to go and clean SCP-173's
Vincent!
chamber from all of the body liquid and the bottom liquid, and
Bogus Vincent! I can't believe that's where that came from. I thought it was that meme about the aliens.
the lights go out, and okay, so that was my name's fault. I am now Rum and Coke. So now this thing is out, and it's not only after you, but after everybody else in the facility, including security detail that were keeping locked up other various SCP monsters with their own unique quirks and methods of hating you or killing you, or both
Oh my
often at the same
God.
time. And to make it all even worse, today was pizza day.
What if you're lactose intolerant? What if that guy is lactose intolerant? What if that was the whole issue? Lactose intolerance doesn't kill people, but it's pretty painful. Please be careful and keep lactate on you for your friends. Let's go.
Ooh, ugly. I bet you eat pineapple, don't you? Oh, and by the way, you also have a blink meter. Yes, you have to
Damn.
blink in this game. So you need to manage your blink timing with the spacebar, or just forget about it and let it happen naturally so that... Containment Breach is very similar to Amnesia, but with way more aggressive monsters.
I want
even
this.
more
I want this with like a camera integration where every time I blink, actually blink, it does that. Wouldn't that be cool? Staring simulator chat? I can hear my optometrist screaming in the background.
Obtuse solutions to some of the puzzles and a much more open world
There's a game called
design, to the
Vigilus
point of you
that
not
does that.
knowing
We
if you're
played
heading in the
that!
right
I was
direction
too
to
scared
get
to
out
use
or
the
not
camera
until
on
you
stream.
realize you don't have the equipment you need yet. And I know that sounds annoying, but you're so distracted by every other thing in the building coming after you that it honestly doesn't matter. You'll be close to figuring out what you need to do, got your inventory cleaned up, got the right keycard created, remember the route back you need to take, and then, oh no, it's the Spees, it's the Spees. Where do I even begin? Okay, right. So there's 173, of course, the main threat that follows you more or less everywhere throughout the game. Then there's 106, the old man that materializes slowly from the floor, walks through walls, and then kidnaps you to a pocket
That's my
dimension where the
dad.
only
Whenever
way out
he's
is to solve
looking
his
where
labyrinth.
somebody put
Then
the
there's 096,
snacks.
the
He's
total
like, for the
opposite of
waffles.
173.
I can say that because my dad is one room over and doesn't speak English very well. He's about to materialize and go like, I heard you got horrible in this room.
There's a chair in the break room that I jumped on top of and got stuck on, and I couldn't get away from it until I quit the game and reset it.
Last time we played it, I got stuck next to that toilet bit because the environment's randomized, but I feel like the hitboxes are not great. We got a little bit obliterated.
There's 966, who are near invisible, skinny coat hangers that wait for their moment to
That's
silently
just
take you
Benedict
down.
Cucumber
There's
Neck. You can't say that
939,
about him.
Who are pack-based predators that mimic the sounds of other humans in the game to lure you towards them and then attack you. And my favorite, 714, a green ring that makes you tired.
When your aunties give you the jade bracelet as a gift for graduation and then it's too heavy for your little spindly arms and you go down, understandable. Have one of those.
Why is this here? But all of those that I mentioned aren't even the half of it.
What makes it worse for me is that this game makes me
That's
panic
crazy.
like nothing else. And I'm not a keyboard and mouse guy. So when I
the
panic,
twos
I
look
forget
so
what my
cool.
fingers do. And then I end up just, you know, I can't. I tried, but I can't figure. I can't. I do, but I tried. I just don't like it, okay?
And that makes moments like this really shit me up because I'm always expecting death around every... Don't worry, everyone. It's just my hazmat suit that I put there myself. Okay, so I flipped the power on, I've redirected it to the elevators.
SMP
Okay,
appeared
so I'm gonna head over to
directly in
them
front of
now.
me. Scary. Oh god, there he is!
Oh, no way, you walk out of elevators like that too? I thought I was the only one.
Oh shit. Oh god.
Are you looking for hot Russian singles in your area?
Containment breach, especially first-person
normal.
horror. Give it a look whenever you can, but I will be honest here.
I'm
I
calming
am convinced
down.
that on more than one
Oh, God.
occasion, 173 cheated me. I snapped my neck so many times to this nubby bastard with an egg box for a face, and most of the time, I don't think I did anything wrong. Look at this. Look at this. Come on, man. Leave me alone. Why did that count? How is it fair that I walk into a room and die instantly? What's
Oh.
next? That I take a look over here and...
Phew. Well, at least I'm safe down here. And even better, my arch nemesis, Wayne Knight, won't ever find me. You know, I think I'm done with scary games for the rest of...
The reason I don't play that game, the peanut one is so scary. But I get frustrated so easily, so we never attempted it again. If a horror game like loops me too many times, I give up. I've been to anger management, the Charlie Sheen TV series, and the therapy class, and no more. And something sucks, walk away.
I'm only gonna play nice things from now on, aren't I, Sonic.jpg?
He looks so normal. Oh damn it.
Well, I guess I'm trapped here now, cursed to play scary games forever and not anything else. Isn't that convenient for the video? So in that case, might as well move on to the next thing.
I'm
In
scared.
Scarred, in this game, you walk around a world that's absolutely terrifying.
New
because
kid name
it looks all
unlocked.
old graphics. You look for keys
Jared,
to open
no.
doors, and eventually
I'm
notice
scared.
that some very strange things are happening.
Oh,
And you
this
aren't
is
sure why that
cute.
is or what's going on until you notice this
He's funny. He's so
broken
funny.
meringue. Then you pick up
Oh.
a heart on the floor that somehow looks like that, and then suddenly...
I think my heart just stopped.
Oh god.
After that first major jump, though, the game actually crashes back to your desktop, and only then does it start becoming something
Let's cut
truly
the more
special.
dumb
You see, every time you open the actual application and then get to a certain point in the game, it will eventually close itself, and then you'll find the entity within the game has actually added files to your computer and is communicating with you outside the game. Images, text files, that's it. And that would already be a little bit freaky, but then within the text files and images are even more information about the story of the game and even solutions to puzzles, which then after
It's
you
like
load the game back
Doki
up
Literature
again,
class.
will then start in a totally different location.
Oh, hi,
only
Dalvin,
if
it's good
you've
to
read
see
all of this
you.
stuff beforehand, and then it will ask you to solve the puzzle regarding the text file that you just opened. By the way, that entity is called Whiteface, and I suppose after all these years, we had it coming. I don't think that I'm scared as a video game is anything that horrifying, but the way it talks to you outside of itself and essentially hijacks your PC with a virus that
so
needs to be
scary.
worked with in order to keep it going makes it one of the coolest damn games I think I've ever played. And the chasing around gameplay is just a bonus as you try and avoid this lad telling you why the best movie ever made is White Chicks. As an entire experience, if the creator wanted to make a game that actually felt haunted and that you personally shouldn't keep playing or else Benjamin will come after you, then it's as close to perfect as it needs to be. You aren't reading a ghost story about a game, you are the ghost story.
That's
you are
so
living it as you play
cool.
it. And I'm not easily spooked, but this game gave me the biggest scare of all the games in this video by having the game crash and actually have Google Chrome already
What?
open looking at a web page of Whiteface, and while I was taking a quick break to admire how clever that was, the game decided to...
He lived that.
Caddicarus. So after a few minutes of jump scares, crashing, closing and reopening, making files on your desktop, shitting in your shoes, opening web...
Don't want to play a horror game if it crashes my PC. Hold up. We played a game called I'm Sorry recently that had a similar mechanic where it kept crashing whenever you reached a certain point and you had to restart. I think it's really cool. It scared me more as a streamer than jump scares do. Because, oh god, the game malfunctions. What if my auto capture captures something wrong? What if my auto capture suddenly captures all my private information in exactly that one window I have open that's my tax information?
browsers and
Scary.
screaming at you, starting up by itself, and Whiteface showing you his latest minstrel show. The ghost eventually makes you hang yourself, the game crashes, and it never starts up again. We did it, everyone.
Whoa!
We killed PC gaming. In conclusion, I'm Scared is a game about a man with heavy shoes. Heavy shoes.
This looks like that one Slenderman game. Oh, no way! Long. Long! Let's go! We played this. Is it gonna be Slender the Arrival? Another game that recently came out and we played so recent.
Here we go!
This
Let's
game
go!
was
Heck yeah.
everywhere. You
Slenderman
could not
sounds.
escape it. And now I'm bringing it back
Ah!
again because I hate you. Slender came out in 2012 and is based on the infamous Something Awful forum fictional monster Slenderman, a gangly, long-limbed creature with tentacles, no face, a dapper suit, and a nasty habit of teleporting around. You are... I have no idea. And you are in a forest because... I have no idea. And you need
Before we go any further, just let me say... Wood. Thank you.
to collect as soon as you find the first page. He even begins banging a drum to let you know he's on the pull.
Dun 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 dun.
Look, I really don't know the point to any of this. I
What's
don't
with
know
the
why we're
arms?
here, what we're doing
Long
this
Dennis.
for, why the pages are important, and why Slenderman gets increasingly more upset
What
with you
Angela
for
looks
taking
like in
them.
my
You just
dreams.
have to accept it.
It's like really
as
long
much as you have
cat.
to accept that the game itself isn't that goo with a silent D. You just walk forward, pray that the pages have spawned in locations you can easily find, turn around whenever you see Slend, and then whenever the screen goes a bit staticky, that means Slenderman is close by, so just keep moving in another direction. Follow these steps, and eventually you'll just win. It's only a matter of time. Sorry, I mean it's only a matter of patience, because... this is the slowest piece of dump I've ever seen rolling down a hill, and I see them a lot. I work at the slow rolling dump factory. There is absolutely no reason why you
That's
should move
me
this
playing
slow.
that.
My grandma moves quicker than this.
What was
and
it?
she's
Sleep
dead.
paralysis
What makes
movie?
it worse though is
Movie
sprinting,
game?
because you do go a little bit faster, but because of some terrible motor development skills in childhood, your man
Molasses.
can't move faster while holding his only source of light in front of him, and that light doesn't affect the game in any way. It just makes you able to, you know,
Sorry, Dad, we're just
see.
catching
Do
back
you
up.
want to walk slowly
scrub
into
too
something
far.
or sprint slowly into nothing? This game has so many choices. There's at least 3? The pages aren't even that hard to find anyway, because they all spawn in specific landmarks that we all recognize from our local forests, like the popular forest shower rooms with no toilets and a sad chair, or the popular forest gas canisters, or the popular singular wiggling tree, or the popular forest tubes with nothing in them, or the popular giant rusty forest cylinders, or my favorite, the world famous landmark of the perfectly aligned identical rows of giant sausages. And by the way, for such an abhorrent psychological stalking kidnapping menace, Slend doesn't ever show up. Instead of playing the game itself, I preferred to play Find the Thing the Game is Named After, because that in itself is much harder than actually finding the 8 pages. Whenever static begins happening, I deliberately looked around and he just isn't there. And whenever I turned a corner after grabbing 6
so there
pages,
are
which
no
is when he's supposed to be
spooks?
popping up all over the place, he's never there. Follows? Does he? That's news to me. Always watches? No eyes? Actually, that adds up. I can't find him because he has no eyes to see where the hell he's going. Help me? From what? Even if he does catch you, he just looks at you and the game ends. Leave me alone? Well, yeah, you don't have to worry about that. He left me alone hours ago. I wonder if there's a page that describes exactly how I'm feeling right now. Oh, here it is. No, 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 no. Oh, God, go! Move it, Grampy! Why are you so slow, you corpse? And why do you deliberately blind yourself every time you move a little bit faster? In fact, how are you even sliding along so smoothly? Are you a pensioner that got lost at 10 p.m. on his way to the co-op?
Nyum. His neighborhood looks like the neighborhood I live in the Britlands. This is crazy.
You know what? I'm going to keep tapping shift to sprint a little bit while also keeping my torch halfway up the screen to see. It's the best I can...
All my homies love sticky keys. Sticky keys almost broke us, chat. This kept happening quietly in the background of us playing video game Monster Hunter, and it kept breaking my stream deck. Sticky keys specifically. Primal Rage unlocked.
Ow. I can't even look at this like, oh, well, Slenderman looks a lot like the trees, so your mind plays tricks on you, because you look at this and tell me that you would confuse it with a tree. He doesn't even look disturbing on his own. That's not an interdimensional stalker. It's a guy who missed the bus and is watching it leave. And when you eventually do see him, he doesn't do anything scary either. He just stands there and does nothing like a child at Disneyland too nervous to say hello to Goofy. And by the way, for a free game and being made by one person, everything else in this game looks all right. So why is it that the main threat that the game is named after, the worst looking part of it? Why is he like this?
He looks very top heavy.
Mom, I shitted the bed.
Oh, and on my...
Chat, okay, hear me. I love modern
my
art.
first attempt at finishing the game. Do you want to see how I died? Everything was cool, no static, no following around, no nothing. I grabbed a page and then...
Dun dun! Stressful as heck.
Yeah, that was fair, wasn't it? Now you start from the beginning and very slowly slide around looking for pages all over again. And then on my second attempt, the exact same thing happened.
Oh man. The drawer is having to restart over and over and over and over again.
I found this scary 10 years ago.
You know what, though? I shouldn't laugh, because whenever you chuckle, it makes you a cuckle. And trust me, you don't want to be cucked by Slendy.
Man, this was the first
Dang.
proper slump of the video. It really knocked the wind out of my wind. Please, can somebody walk through that door and give me something to... Oh! Look, everyone! It's my good friend, the bouncy castle! He's a very old castle that's been around for years. He was built in 1986.
Always wonder how his neighbors feel when he's doing his bits. I know there was one where he was climbing his fence in a Crash Bandicoot costume when some solicitors came to his house. Help! You mean like people that bring you like flyers and sheep? Cause they sure as heck won't show up again, right? Glad I found another caddy enjoyer. Dog, this is my first experience ever. I'm here for the long haul.
Oh, bouncy castle, I can always count on you for good video game recommendations.
Oh shit.
That was my foot. Thank you so much, bouncy castle. I'm sure that I'll enjoy Slender the Arrival.
I played this before. It wasn't too bad.
At all, so I'm excited.
The story
It's
here is that
not
after an
bad.
area hiker failed to report back into park staff, Slender the Arrival is basically the original Slender again, from the same people actually, but now with a budget, which means better controls, better presentation, an actual story, different scenarios and things to avoid, and a proper beginning and ending with set pieces. And you can tell those higher production values from the very start. You can now sprint while holding your torch up. And for a small team of indie devs back in 2013, the game does look really good. I'm not sure about your man's stance while walking around with his camera glued onto his face for no reason, but it's okay, it's okay. It's automatically better just from, ooh, oh, no, there he is.
Oh,
the
there
man
he
himself.
goes.
Slender the Leaving. This is nowhere near as slow as the original game, good god.
The
But
levels
this is where
are
I will
harder.
actually praise the original over this version. Yes, it's stupid and cheap that I died twice because the game just decided I
you
lost.
got it.
But at
Raw
the very
command in the
least,
chat.
there was tension in the fact that the game could just
a whole
randomly
different
be
sound
over.
alert for this.
But here,
Check it out.
that never happens. And Slend is even less threatening than he ever was before. He's a little
This
more
game was so
aggressive with
scary.
his
What is he
teleporting
talking
around,
about?
But all you do whenever
cried
you see
playing
him
this.
is walk the opposite direction every single time, and you will never get caught. Slenderman is now the meth addict that you avoid by crossing the street. He isn't even remotely unsettling. It's like you're riding a skateboard and he's a curb. You see him, you go around him. You see him, you go the other way. You see him, you go the other way. He's a long, gangly pothole, and I'm getting sick of looking at all these pages. What is it about them, and why do you get so livid when people take them? Are you a novelist? Did you lose the only draft copy of your latest book, I Have No Eyes, but why can't I get a service dog? Luckily though, Slendy isn't the only thing to run away from like a little bitch. There's also the scariest thing of all, a child that can't do makeup. Don't worry
I thought,
though.
wait. When we hit this level, I thought this was the other creepypasta guy. Jeff, the killer?
You can focus your torchlight to blind them.
This was so difficult.
Don't worry though, because as the game says, I'm a smelly old liar. Don't get me wrong, it's still spooky though,
Me when I
because
was
in this
born.
part you have to deal with the Asbo child and Slenderman at the same time.
For the non-British people, this means antisocial behavior order is what you get when you like graffiti so many places, or you're like rude to many people, you prank people in public, stuff like that. In the Britlands, if you were not nice enough, there's actually a criminal charge for that. I'm not kidding.
It's true, he comes out so infrequently
to
that
be
he
nice
might as
and
well
pleasant,
deliver your
chat.
presents. Don't you love it when you come in from the
This
cold
is an
and
hour
your
and a half.
house is
Find
more
it as
rumbly
entertaining
than
as the
wind,
rest
and
of his
later on you
videos.
move on from a
These are
delinquent
so
child and
good.
end up running away from Boney M. Oh look, Slendy's also there. Better turn around and go the other way because otherwise...
That's what it feels like when you stream for 8 hours straight without break.
Oh right, I'm dead now. Well, at least I know what I did wrong. And I will learn from my mistakes that I made. There's a bit here when you're in a storage tunnel under a farm and there's things in it, but none of them do anything to you. They just appear, so yay. Look, I know it must seem like I'm skimming over a lot, but I promise you I'm not, because most of the time it's just an expanded version of what we had before. You collect pages here, then you turn on generators here, then you close windows here until you get vacuumed out of the bedroom. Just because it looks a lot better doesn't make it any more engaging for me. And again, Slendy Tubbies doesn't do anything scary or even appear that much to mean anything. Even the trees pop up more than he does.
Oh god!
You're doing great.
Yes, mother.
At least I can
Brain
praise the game for
cell!
teaching environmentally conscious practices like conserving power. Even when our main character gets knocked unconscious and dragged to a totally different location by an extraterrestrial beast, he still remembered to stop recording and turn his camera off, ready to carry on the next morning. Oh Jesus, the forest is on fire! The forest is on fire. How do I get out? I
Damn.
can't see anything.
This
Not
game
now,
goes so
Slend. I'm trying to
far.
get out of a burning forest. I don't have time to wonder how you dress yourself so well without being able to see the
We
wardrobe.
never made it this
Oh,
far.
there he is.
Rock's
Can't go
gonna
that
see you
way now, but
again.
don't
British
worry. Just
moment.
like every other encounter, you turn around, wait a second or two, and then go back where you were before. Slenderman is a scrawny barrier that always stands in the way of exactly where you need to go, and all you need to do is despawn him so you can finally cross. Oh, leave me alone, you
Damn.
inconvenient egg! In fact, and this is not a joke, the scariest part of the game for me was when I looked on this shed and saw that Oakside Park had 3 canoes available for rental. Nothing else like this happened at any other point in the game, and I have no idea what triggered it. I guess because they look so similar, Slenderman's wife cheated on him with a canoe. Then after that, the second scariest bit of the game was when I picked up this note, and I was convinced for a second the game was reading my mind. You know something? I'm curious. Do you think if Slenderman ate too many donuts, then you'd have to call him Portly Man? When a stroke from boredom strikes, the damage spreads like a fire in the brain. When you spot any one of these signs, think and act fast.
Americans, let me explain. NHS is National Health Services. This is our free asterisk health services in the UK. You still pay for it. You pay for it with your time, your taxes, and your patience.
Face. Is their face falling asleep? Arse. Are they scratching it? Sitting. Are they doing that? Time. If you think that you see any of these symptoms, it's time to close the game and play something else. Outlast contains intense violence, gore,
Oh my god! Okay, chat, this game is so terrifying. Willingly, never again.
graphic content, and strong language. Please enjoy.
Oh, okay. Hands!
I like you.
Here it is. The face that launched 1,000
so scary.
2013 clickbaits. You are miles per hour, and you are a rough and tough alpha Chad journalist getting down and dirty with the inside scoop right from the source, with your latest report taking you to an asylum called Mount Massive, or as you could also call it, Lump Large. And once inside, you have to uncover the cruelty unleashed on the patients, expose
I never made it very far. There's a lot of pee-pee in this game.
and avoid contamination by washing your hands before you can have your large willy meal with a Diet Coke. The game is kind
Little intestine-shaped snack.
of the same as the others. No way to attack.
Have
running
the
around
second
in first
one.
person
The
looking for
second one is
items,
even
conserving your light
scarier.
source,
Have you
hiding from
played
enemies,
these?
But this time you can lean. And to give it credit, it might still be a little silly that Miles is walking around with a camera up to his eye like in Slender the Arrival, but at least there's a better purpose for it. Not only is he recording and documenting all of the horrors within the asylum, but he also uses the night vision mode in the camera to see in the dark, which you will need to use a lot because holy shit, this is a dark game. In Outlast, if you run out of night vision batteries,
Up the gamma,
that's it.
chat.
Enjoy the sensation of closing
Up
your
the
eyes,
gamma.
but without the pesky step of closing them. But don't fret, there's batteries all over the damn hospital that just so happen to fit your camcorder's hole, and you'll need to look around for as many
Damn.
as you can because
Looks
these
like you're
batteries
paying your
drain faster
taxes.
than me with
Cola! Drink it! Oh, Christ, okay!
Brain
God,
freeze.
I can't do that. I wanted to do that. I can't do...
I would love it though if a battery company actually sponsored this game, because what better advertising could they need than Duracell? They'll go for 10 minutes, probably. Shortly after the game starts and you get used to being the world's first parkour news reporter, you then get to a part in the game where they outright tell you to hide. So right, this is where the game actually begins. And shortly after avoiding the first big boy, you're then thrown into your first encounter room, which is where you notice how every sub-room has a table that you can run around, and there lies every problem I have with this game.
Me figuring out this first puzzle that he's at right now took like 2 streams. I'm not kidding. If you watch the VOD channel, you know what I'm talking about. Oh,
Second, you realize how
Halloween
every
nails.
set piece and encounter room is designed with loops in nearly every room, aside from a couple of dead
Best
ends.
Sunday-
the game
best
quickly
Sunday
stops becoming
ever.
about crawling around and hiding, and more about running laps around these mingers while they follow you around wherever you
God,
decided
oh God,
to get
oh God, oh
behind.
God.
I find Outlast to be one of the least scary horror games for that exact reason. Does that make Outlast bad? Not at all. I think it's great
So
fun. It's a good
scary.
old blood-pumping, jumpy, runny. No, but I treat it more like Mirror's Edge than Amnesia, which I don't think they were trying to go for, considering, you know, soup. Sorry, mate, give me a second. I've got to put more batteries in. There we go. Not to mention, once you start getting chased around by the Johnson twins and then find out that this hulking man goomba is called Chris Walker, a lot of the horror loses its gusto. This wretched
that's not the scary part. All of them got their schlongs out.
brute is called
Streaming that is
Chris
so
Walker.
difficult.
Would you be scared if you were chased by a monster called Tony Smith? And as for the prawn twins over here, one looks like a spud and the other looks like a coconut with hair. The only time I think the game figured out to go full on with the tongue-in-cheek nature of what's actually happening around you was when you run into Dr. Roast Beef, who greets you by offering you to leave while you're tied to a chair and then cuts your fingers off. And the jump scares are so frequent and over the top that they become more like shots of adrenaline to keep you playing the game rather than make you turn it off from being a piss baby.
Oh, you finally
and
put
some
the
of them are
clothes
so
on.
predictable, it actually physically hurts me. Ow. I was physically hurt. To its credit, though, when it does catch
Halloween
you off
movie
guard,
next time.
it really
Jelly
catches
milk,
you off guard.
nice. Oh. I have
Okay,
been
bye.
spooked.
I'll tell you what it is. The game feels very mechanical. It feels exploitable in a way that Amnesia or SCP Containment Breach don't feel.
Oh, I see you. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. Oh, shit, where'd you go? You disappeared. Oh, well, I'm gonna go bowling.
Sure, the run-around looping strategy doesn't work all the time, and you'll take a few hits or slices or maybe even a bum, but you will always get out without dying, and
Dumpy.
that does make it fun, but to me, not very scary.
Dumpy.
Look, mate, if you're gonna die, at least don't die hanging on top of a half-open door. By the way, what point is Miles trying to prove by staying here? He's there to find out if anything bad is happening. He sees it within the first 5 minutes, catches it on camera, and then doesn't go home. Is an impaled security guard not enough for your BBC investigates? You don't need any more than this. Just make like a leaf and go away like a leaf. The footage won't be usable anyway, not with all the times you shove the mic all the way up your nose.
Sniff a mic. He's just having a little panic.
Maybe if I sniff more, they won't see me.
And I bet you're all wondering, what is actually
He's
going
alive.
on inside this guy's head while he's having his fingers removed and injected with hallucinogens?
Oh.
How to make Traeger juice. Step 1. Squeeze.
Radio. So good, it's gravy.
And then there's the story, which...
I know, Outlast feels like the
look,
kind of
really
game
like
I would
the
have enjoyed in
Twisted
middle
Experiments
school.
angle with this asylum cult that formed out of
But I'm
nowhere.
still-
I like
still
cult
too
stuff.
scared.
It's creepy. Casual Cultist Fall to Winter 2023. Get your catalog today. You don't want to be this guy, do you? Don't get left behind. Stay on trend with our brand new puffy jacket. But along this half of the story is another half about a paranormal ghost creature that invisibly kills people. And I know that it is linked into the cult, but it just doesn't fit with, well, that. It's like two different stories are flipping back and forth between each other whenever it
I don't know,
suits
maybe
it.
you should
One
try
second
mewing.
It's graphic body horror in a grounded and grimy, dilapidated asylum, and the next second it's ruh-roh raggy. And that leads to the final portions of the game, and then the ending, which, man, nah, I don't like it. It makes me want to crap my own arm out.
I've changed my mind. I don't want this.
By the way, this supernatural entity
Egg.
causing
It's me, Ted. I'm part of the
godlike
asylum.
destruction,
I
it's
fit
called
right
the
in.
Wall Rider. That's not a demon. It's a Tony Hawk trick. I will say, though, if I were to ever lose my head, I would sit exactly like this.
Ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, ooh-ee, ooh-ee-ah. Video games are fun, aren't they? Uh-oh, I forgot. I have a family. How are you doing, kids? That's weird. Are they stiff?
Oh, shit.
Should I call someone? I should call someone.
Daddy, turn on the heating. I'm cold to the bone.
5 Nights at Freddy's.
Let's
Haven't
go!
heard of
A
this one. Yes, it
classic.
has all led up to this, hasn't it? You all saw it coming. The single most viral game, not just of this
Yippee!
video, but probably ever. Which just so happened to be a horror
Quite.
game in 2014. It's the one with that meme in it. You know the one, that meme.
On 3, 1, 2. Was that the bike of 87?
FNAF came about from a guy who repurposed another
Like, is that the original? It looks different. That's not Markiplier. I also just found out about Markiplier like half a year ago. Please be nice, chat.
game he made that was supposed to be for children but ended up
Aw.
being more suitable for adults, so then he flipped it on its head to make it a game that was supposed to be for adults but ended up being more suitable for children. One of the most unique and brilliant concepts ever. You are a security guard looking after a family fast food restaurant where the animatronic characters have gone wrong and they're out to rip off your breeds.
Hello?
You all know about it, so it's redundant me going into any more depth about it. But all I will say is this. Without question,
A bike
this
of
is the
87.
scariest game in this video so far. Because this
Classic
was
I've
the first
never
thing I saw on the
played.
Steam page. Then it got even scarier when I started the game
You
because
never
while
played
worrying
it,
about
it's
all
so
the
good.
animatronics tearing my head off, the screen itself was already tearing its own head off, so I had to quit and then force VSync on every FNAF game I downloaded. You are the secure party restaurant, just
Oh, that's why it does that. I thought it was my monitor.
like Chuck E. Cheese, but this one is
Oh.
called Freddy Fazbear's Piece of Shit. You're on the night shift from midnight to 6 a.m. for 5 nights straight, and luckily for you, during those exact hours, the animatronics have the zoomies, but with more teeth. And by the way, you can't move. All you can do to keep yourself safe is check the security cameras all around the restaurant to keep track of their positions, turn on sidelights to see if Peter Rabbit is hanging out there, or shut the doors to stop them from coming in if he is. So why don't you just keep the doors closed forever? Because Freddy Fazbear is the chairman of Just Stop Oil, and he doesn't want you wasting wasting all your power. You need to balance and prioritize everything
at
you
this.
do to manage
I'm
your
gonna get in
power
trouble.
consumption while keeping yourself alive. But if you don't use enough power to keep your eye on things, then your punishment is... The same applies if you use too much power as well, except the difference is that Frederick Bear flashes you.
Do 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 do. Oh no! Is it free? I don't know. Is the first FNAF free by now? It's like old.
That feels good.
I never got about FNAF. The doors require electricity to stay closed. Seems like a poor engineering decision. I never thought about that. Oh.
Here's the thing about this game, though. I don't get it. Like, I don't dislike it, but this was it? Really? This is the game that took 2014 YouTube G words off to the moon in views? I will admit, I love the concept and the simplicity of the execution, along with the designs of the animatronics themselves. They aren't horrifying, but they are very uncanny. At least they aren't a bag of crisps in a tie. But actually sitting down and playing FNAF honestly makes me feel like I'm working, which I know is what you're doing, but all it boils down to is quickly switching through the cameras, putting them down, checking the lights, closing or opening the doors if you need to, and then repeating the cycle. Am I missing anything here? I got into a cashier's trance playing this game because it's just you repeating the same menial asinine task
The console
in a specific
versions are
order
$8
and doing
each?
it slightly
That's so
quicker on the
affordable.
next night. Five Nights at Freddy's is like working at a cash register until your boss yells at you in a fursuit. The jump did startle me, I won't
I would
lie,
work
but
there.
like that's all it is. I get startled every time my granddad falls out the window, but you just carry on with your day. It was a surprise. It's not terror to your absolute core. I feel absolutely no tension playing this. It's too repetitious and
do wonder what his
daydreamy for me
neighbors
to fully
think.
get into it. And all of this is for a paycheck of 120 smacking lips. Is your poor man really that desperate for money? He doesn't need to go through this. I want to help him. Five Nights at Freddy's security. My guy. How can I get you alone? Why can't we move?
$120 for the entire 5 days is crazy. For one night shift, I'd do it.
Why do we come
Sign
back
me
for
up.
more after night one? Why can't we save power by turning this fan off? Why are there huge heavy metal doors in my room that stop all 4 members of E17 from getting in, but nothing similar built into their room to stop them from getting out? Why are the animatronics better security for the building than I am? Why don't we bring a torch with us? Why don't we have a candle? And why does Chica always look like...
So the game spread like bird flu. It was everywhere. It was unavoidable. And just like bird flu, they made a sequel.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2,
There's so many secret Babe
Pig in the
Nation!
City came out 3 months after the original.
I love
that sounds
Babe.
promising, doesn't
Best
it?
movie
And when you
series
play
ever.
it, you can understand how. FNAF 2, in many ways, is just
I think
FNAF
it's the
1 again, but with
cashiers.
10
They would
times
be
more
incredible.
shit to worry about.
I
Isn't
don't
there a
like
new
calling
one
them
coming
FNAF.
out? Are they making a sequel for the
I'm gonna
FNAF
call
movie?
them FANF.
You're still stuck in the middle of a building and you're still checking cameras, but now there's 3 times the threats coming after you at different times, 3
Dun, dun,
times
dun,
the
dun,
amount
dun,
of
dun,
rules
dun,
each
dun,
of them
dun.
work with, 3 times the amount of things you need to interact with on your mouse, and 3 times the amount of times you'll end up dead because of it. On night 3, I got less than 45 seconds in and I lost. The dude on the phone hadn't even finished speaking to me and it was over. And that's if you don't keep on slipping up with your mouse. I can't count the amount of times I just wanted to come out of the security cameras and put on my Freddy mask immediately to fool whoever was in the room with me, but then buggering up the mouse movement to do that. You've got to go down to the bottom of the screen and then up again and then down to another bit. It's just silly. There's not enough actual button presses for the insane amount of new actions to perform here. Everything is done with the mouse, except the flashlight, which... Good evening. So yeah, you'll be looking around your room to check there's no one nearby, and then sliding the mouse to the bottom right to open the cameras, and then sliding the mouse over to each camera to check them, then sliding over to the new music box that needs to be kept wound up or else you lose your face, then sliding the mouse back down to where it came from to put the cameras back down, then move the mouse back up over in an arc to slide down to the other side of the screen to stick the Freddy mask on, all of which needs to be performed within less than a second to keep alive, especially in the later nights, while you're coping with all the same stuff you have to go
That's
through in the
brutal.
original FANF, including managing
Should be
power,
out early next
but
year in
now
a few
just with the
months.
flashlight, which is vital to see who is hiding where, but also
I missed
scare
all of
away some of
that.
the animatronics before they come up in front of you, because now you have no doors anymore. Why can't we use more of the keyboard, Frank?
I can't keep up with this. I need to focus. Can somebody make me a flat white? Close enough.
I don't know how anyone can actually be
The
scared
sound
of
was
playing
so
this when there's too
cute.
much multitasking going on. I'm too distracted to worry about
Adorable.
foxybingo.com, and I've got to use the flashlight, but only in bursts because the battery doesn't last long at all. So that means most of your game time is spent looking at the other end of your parents' camera when they've forgotten to turn the flash off. I eventually did beat the game. I wanted to see if I got anything out of the experience that other people do, but I just don't. FANF 2 as a whole package just makes me feel like
No!
the
I don't know.
ultimate
I
problem for
think
me
2
in
was
FANF
good.
2 is that I don't either find it scary or
Aw.
fun. It's a chore for me from start to end. There's too much going on, too many places to mess up with limited controls, too many flashes. You end up
Aw.
making $20 less than the first game, and Chica is now thick. Oh well, at least we have some cutscenes this time. That's always nice.
Yay! Ah!
It's me, Mario. Let's go. Come on, children.
Mario!
And then 4 months later, they made another.
This one I
Why
never
are
made
there
it
so
far.
many of them? And why did they come out so quick? It hasn't even been a year. What about my birthday?
So I didn't massively get the first game, but I still liked it enough. I didn't massively get the second game and didn't like it anywhere near as much. And the third game is now the one that I actively do not like whatsoever. I
Yeah, the
couldn't
third one's so
stand
stressful
FANF
for
3.
no
As a whole
reason.
package, it just makes me feel like I think this game is outright bad. Yeah, I'll say it. I don't care. What's gonna happen? A load of kids gonna come after me? I could win a fight against a kid, no sweat. So it's mostly the same deal as the last 2 games. Security guard, super glued onto a chair, checking cameras, and stopping an old boiler from coming into your room. But it's a lot different. For starters, there's only one animatronic, Springtrap, and you don't have to worry about power levels or battery life anymore. But to compensate for that reasonable change, they decided to make everything else you need to survive completely random. The camera feeds that you
Oh,
need to
damn.
see what's coming, the audio system
I love
that
this
you
guy's
need
sense of
to
humor,
lure things away
right?
from you,
And his
the
editing
very
style is
oxygen
amazing.
that you breathe to exist can break down
Dun,
whenever
dun, dun,
it
dun,
wants
dun.
to. You're not in a building, you're in a PS3. And everything in the system crashing every so often isn't in and of itself a bad idea since you have unlimited power. They have to tip the scale somehow after all. But whenever you go over to the console needed to reboot the systems that fail, not only do they take 3 years to restart, but while they restart, you can't do anything else. Let's say your audio system breaks down, but your camera system and ventilation is fine. That doesn't matter. Once you start rebooting the audio system, you're stuck on this screen until it is done, meaning you can't go back and check the cameras or seal the vents shut to stop Springtrap from grabbing you, all because your giggling child button doesn't work. And if one system is rebooting and another one breaks during that, you can't start rebooting that one until the other one is already fixed,
This is
meaning
so
double the
stressful.
time spent on the panel screen, meaning double the chances that Springtrap will
The
kill
thing is,
you.
stepkids
or
who
flirt
either
with you.
show up on
What's he
camera
doing
for
here?
bits
Ooh,
or have
hello,
their friends
don't
pop
mind
up.
me.
Wait,
Then
that's
in
so
later
cool.
nights, everything starts breaking way more often, way too quickly, meaning you have to rely on complete system reboots more frequently, which takes even longer and will 70% of the time be an end to your game. Should you be able to leave this screen while things are restarting? Is my copy bugged? Because no matter what I clicked or where I moved the mouse, I couldn't get out of this screen, and I just don't understand the gameplay reason why it would work like this.
But, Caddy, I hear me asking myself, there's only one monster, so isn't it already easier?
I'm glad you asked me, and no, it isn't, because at other points, which again feels totally
It's Paper
random,
Pal.
you'll see a hallucination from other games that are better, and FANF 3 gets so self-conscious about it that it decides to break nearly everything at once, forcing you into the same reboot panel again, and punishing you for not doing anything whatsoever. What are you, a nun? Most of FANF 3
Damn.
is just you sitting back,
We're holding mice now. Mouseception.
and just wishing really, really hard that Roger Rabbit doesn't show up. I'll save you, baby! With FANF 1 and 2, I didn't love them, but I at least finished all 5 nights.
Live
but
on
here,
stream!
I didn't pass night 3.
Bill, bill, bill,
I just could
bill.
not be bothered, and I could not care any less. It's annoying. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is a
Lord.
nephew you hate going to see. You tell me
Oh,
that this
damn.
game is good or
Roasted.
scary. I dare you. You
No,
look me
this was
dead
bad.
in the eye
Bad,
and...
bad, bad, bad. Oh.
Oh wait, sorry, it's hanging out. Yeah, and you tell me this game is good or scary. It's neither. It's made for people that think Eclair stands for Electronic Claire.
At this point, I don't even give a shit about the lore, but I do have a theory that I
Wait.
haven't seen anyone mention on the internet before. I think they take place inside Big Ben.
Playing this game feels like being a child, pooing yourself, then your
The best
parents grabbing
FNAF
your
game
head
is
and rubbing your
Pizzeria
face in it. I'm not
Simulator.
learning anything, I'm not having fun, and now I smell. All
Now
topped
for
off in the end
breakfast,
by a
you
casual meal
enjoy!
from Fruity
Enjoy
Springtrap.
your
And then they made a
breakfast!
fourth one.
Oh god.
The next game we're looking at is a unique case, not only because it's a scary game to play, but also because it's scary in and of itself, since it doesn't technically exist anywhere, and today, you can't legally get it anymore.
Guesses. If you're in the Britlands, what's that one Rose game that looks like Silent Hill? Ruler Rose? That was banned here and in Australia. PT. Silent Hill Party Time that I wish I could have played, but I didn't have the console at the time to do.
I do have it, because I'm great. And it is stored very securely on my original 10-year-old PS4 from 2013. Problem is, though, it's been so long, I don't have the power cable for it anymore.
To the pawn shop.
And somebody...
Don't worry, Caddy. I'll help you out.
Oh, wow! Look, everybody, it's my best friend, Keith Cable.
I heard you're looking for a PS4 power cable, is that right?
Yes, Keith, I just don't know what I did with it. Last time I used it, I was using it to power my washing... What's it called?
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm pretty sure I have one down in here somewhere. Wait me a second.
Here you go, Sprout.
I'm sure that's beans on toast. This is so relatable. I used to eat crayons as well. Which one tastes the best? For legal reasons, this is a joke. Twitch, please don't ban me. Please don't ban me. I have children to feed. And I can't stop giving birth.
I've got a cable. I've got a cable.
Is it still usable?
My cable's wet.
This is Put, the 2014 hour-long free demo downloadable for your PS4 and literally nothing else
I'm never correct, chat. That's so satisfying. Can we get like 5
before being removed by Konami entirely just 8 months later after falling out with the game's main director, Big Boss. It can't be searched, it can't be re-downloaded, and it can't even be pirated unless you count the many remakes in recent times. So I must stress, unless it's on some underground emulator that I couldn't find anything about out in time for this video, PT isn't on PC, it's on PSV. The only way you are playing this game is on a physical PS4
This
that
is
just so happens to have
crazy.
PT downloaded onto it. And that alone is scarier than the game itself. Okay.
We've been trying to find this game forever, so that makes sense. We've also played like 6, 9, 420 clones of this. Because until we got the announcement for Silent Hill F, there was nothing. Okay, chat? There was Silent Hill 8? Question mark. There's the one where you're in prison. You're playing the prison story. I don't own it. I watched playthrough. I don't know. And that was it. Until we got short messages, announcements of F, and the 2 remake. All in like the same year. Now we're in the great Silent Hill renaissance. There better be more
this
remakes.
Game is scary, man, and I can't even explain exactly why it is. It's just one of the most chilling, tense, and disgusting experiences I've ever had. And I've tried to sleep with a woman. PT is a game about waking up on the floor.
He's back! Why you missed him? There he is.
You see a door,
Still in the
walk
way.
through it,
Sorry for being so tall, chat.
and essentially that's it. You are trapped in an endless loop of the same L-shaped corridor in a house, and it's left up to you to notice what changes, how the environment reacts to you performing certain actions,
I
and
could
hoping
imagine
that the
this
next
actually
loop
came out
advances the
such a
story
shame.
along by you doing
Riot.
what you think was right. Oh yeah, and you've got to do all of this while being stalked and hunted down by that. This ghost is Pete, named after the game, and she isn't the most aggressive enemy we've seen in any of today's games so far, but is absolutely the creepiest. You know that feeling when you're in a dimly lit house on a rainy night and you always think at this time there'll be something around the corner? Well, she is that thing around the corner. That feeling manifested.
That's so
She's always there,
scary.
somewhere, and if you can't see her, you'll sure as hell hear her instead. But that's not all. You'll come across a multitude
Unintended
of
Jim Road
nightmare gas,
censorship.
like this fetus keeling over and dying in a sink. It kind of looks like a donkey. Then there's this festering bloody fridge hanging from the ceiling. Then there's picture frames with
That's
a
my
million
regular blood
twitching
fridge.
eyes. And then there's a bag of shit that does nothing at first, but then eventually starts talking to you.
I could do nothing but walk.
Oh, the donkey baby also starts talking too, but we don't need to see any more of him.
The manager liked how she looked in a skirt.
What gets me, though, is how uncomfortably
voice so
realistic the whole
deep?
world is. It will age gradually worse as time passes, I'm sure, but for an original PS4 title 9 years ago, it does not screw around with how violently real everything feels, while at the same time not feeling real even slightly. And yeah, the game's puzzles have been criticized for being way too cryptic and a little bit, well, terrible. But what's great is that even if you have a walkthrough by your side, there's so many variables at work for which scares happen at what moments that you don't actually ruin the experience. It's always unpredictable and
This is
honestly
so cool.
hellish. You can even trigger new scares on repeat playthroughs that you missed before in case you really love wet pants. Ah, stop it. I don't like it when you do that, petite.
I can't handle this, man. It's so dark. I know she's there, but I don't know when she'll pop out. And the noises, please stop making the noises. Ooh, I've got an idea. I'll cut my finger off so I can't press any buttons and then don't have to play anymore. Oh, well, that was easy. Now I can keep playing the game because the button for that finger isn't needed anyway.
Oh, and you know that scare? You know the one, the most famous scare in the whole game on all of those YouTube thumbnails? Well,
What?
sometimes it happens 15 minutes in.
No, don't turn around. Don't do it.
And other times,
Please
it
save
doesn't
my
happen
sweet
at
child.
all.
Oh.
And then it does half an hour later.
Ah!
There's very little rules or concrete patterns
Hello.
to Pete, and you'll find that multiple walkthroughs will tell you different things. It's just that kind of game, and I'm loving it, like Donald's muck.
But the real tragedy of the whole thing is the fact that it was removed from retail, even though it was free, and will probably never be available in its original state ever again. Isn't that a PT?
Beautiful. Beautiful! Sorry, a moment of silence for this game I never get to play. I really wish.
Oh my god.
Even more
Cameraman was
depressing
like,
is that
"No
the
more."
lucky few who solved all of the puzzles that involved taking 10 steps forward and then speaking through a USB microphone to a baby, then revealed that PT actually stood for Playable Teaser for Silent Hill. So, but now PT
Dun, dun,
is
dun,
gone,
dun.
the project was scrapped, it'll never happen,
Oh.
and we got a game about a mailman instead. All thanks to
I would have loved to see Norman Reedus in Silent Hill. Would have been so good. I didn't mind Norman Reedus in the Funky Fetus either. That was
the
pretty good
publisher
too.
Konami, who did all of this because they made the very brave choice of deciding that they didn't have enough people hating them. Oh no, they're on to me. The Konami policeman. Altogether, this makes PT feel like an ARG creepypasta about a haunted game on a haunted PS4, but actually in real life. And now that I have it forever grafted onto my PS4 and I'm never going to delete it, you know, I could sell it, but no. This is my PT machine. I own a significant piece of modern gaming history here. It's a privilege I still have it. And I'm not giving that up
Wes.
to anybody.
This is the Flappy Bird of horror games.
Seeing as I only use this system to play this single game on it too, you could also say that makes this the single most expensive game that I own. But the funny thing is, no it isn't.
I don't like being American. Far too doughy.
Dang! Same, it's still on mine! Whoa! We love Ollie the cameraman!
I'm Ollie.
He's putting in the
There's
book
Ollie.
time.
Oh god. Is someone there? Ah, no!
Is this
It's
a staircase?
SCP-087! Help! He's going to kill me!
Subscribe.
This was beautiful! Wow! Holy shit! First off, big thanks to my editor, Cannibal, for recommending me this creator. This video has 2 million views. The channel has 1.15 million subscribers, which is way more than I expected. Go play Stariel. This video is a year old, so I doubt the link still works. It still works! The redirect link still works. That's crazy. Holy shit. If you have any recommendations for creators, spooky things, cryptids, ghost videos, and more for me to watch on stream with you and get scared to tears like in our last spooky video reaction, leave them in the comments below or over on the Discord server, !Discord in the chat. But I had a really, really good time. Thank you so much for joining me, chat, and I will see you in the next one.